Once upon a time, in a cozy little house filled with sunshine and love, lived a curious young boy named Oliver. Oliver had a favorite toy, a bright red race car with shiny silver wheels. He loved it more than anything else. He would zoom it around the living room, across the kitchen floor, and even up the bumpy garden path. Vroom, vroom. It was his trusty companion on all his imaginary adventures. One sunny afternoon, Oliver was playing with his car, racing it around a pillow mountain. But then, something terrible happened. Wibble, wobble, clunk. One of the wheels wobbled, came loose, and then rolled right off. Oliver picked up his car, his heart sinking. He tried to push the wheel back on, but it just wouldn't stay. Wibble, wobble, clunk. The other wheel came off too. His favorite car was broken. Tears started to well up in Oliver's big, brown eyes. His bottom lip trembled. He held the little red car and the two loose wheels in his hands, feeling very, very sad. His fantastic race was over, and his best toy was broken. He sat on the soft rug, his shoulders slumped, looking at the pieces in his lap. Just then, Dad walked into the room. He saw Oliver looking so downcast and came over to sit beside him. "What's the matter, my little champion?" he asked in a gentle voice, putting a warm arm around Oliver's shoulders. Oliver sniffled and showed his dad the broken car. My car," he whispered. "It's broken." Dad looked at the car and then at Oliver's sad face. He smiled kindly. I see," he said. "A race car needs all its wheels to win the race, doesn't it? But you know what? I think we can fix this together." Oliver's eyes widened a little. "Really?" he asked, a tiny bit of hope sparkling in his voice. "Absolutely," said Dad. "Come on, let's be toy mechanics for the day." Dad led Oliver to a small wooden table in the corner of the room, their very own little workshop. The sun streamed through the window, making dust motes dance in the air. Dad brought out a special box. It wasn't full of big, scary tools. Instead, it held a small screwdriver, just the right size for tiny hands, a tube of special strong glue, and a soft yellow cloth. "All right, Dr. Oliver," Dad said with a playful grin, "our patient is ready. What's your diagnosis?" Oliver giggled. He picked up a toy magnifying glass from his play chest and leaned over the car, peering at it with a very serious expression. He said, pretending to be a super smart inspector. "It appears the wheel connecting mechanism has disconnected." Dad chuckled. "A very accurate diagnosis, Dr. Oliver. Now, we need the right tools for the job. Can you pass me the screwdriver, please?" Oliver carefully picked up the small screwdriver and handed it to his dad, just like a real assistant. Dad showed him how the tiny screw held the axle in place. "See this little guy?" he explained. "He just needs a little tightening up." Next, it was time for the glue. "Okay, now for the tricky part," Dad said. "I'll put a tiny drop of glue right here, and you need to be my super strong car holder. Can you hold it really steady for me?" Oliver nodded, his face full of concentration. He held the little red car with both hands, making sure it didn't move an inch while Dad carefully applied a single, perfect drop of glue. Dad then gently pressed the wheel back onto the axle. "Now, we wait," he said. "Patience is a very important tool for a good mechanic." While they waited for the glue to dry, Dad taught Oliver a little song about fixing things. They sang together, their voices filling the quiet room. Oliver felt happy. Fixing the car was almost as fun as racing it. After a little while, Dad checked the wheel. "It's holding strong. Now for the other one." They repeated the process, working as a team. Oliver handed his dad the cloth to wipe away a tiny bit of extra glue. He held the car steady again. He was a fantastic helper. He felt so proud watching his dad work, and even prouder that he was helping too. Finally, both wheels were securely back on the car. The glue was dry, and the screws were tight. The little red race car looked as good as new. "Well, Dr. Oliver," Dad said, "I believe our operation was a success." He winked at Oliver. "Shall we give it a test drive?" Oliver's face lit up with the biggest, brightest smile. He carefully took his car from the table. It felt whole again. He placed it on the smooth wooden floor, gave it a gentle push, and whoosh! The car zoomed across the room, rolling straight and fast. It didn't wobble at all. He laughed with pure joy, chasing after his beloved toy. He pushed it back and forth, grooming and cheering. His favorite car was back, ready for new adventures. From the corner of the room, Dad watched, a warm, proud smile on his face. He wasn't just happy that the toy was fixed. He was happy because he had spent a wonderful afternoon with his son, teaching him, laughing with him, and making a beautiful memory they would both cherish forever. And Oliver learned that day that even when things seem broken, with a little patience, teamwork, and love, you can always find a way to fix them.